Hello, everyone, and welcome to Serene Insights Love Messages. My name is Annie, and I'm truly grateful that you're joining me here today. Whether this is your first time tuning in or you're a returning member of our beautiful community, I want you to know how deeply I appreciate your presence. This space is one of understanding, reflection, and guidance, and I'm honored to share this moment with you. As we step into tonight's reading, I find myself picking up on a strong wave of energy, one that speaks of emotional distance and uncertainty. It's as though there's a fog hovering over a situation, causing delays in communication or confusion about where things currently stand. If you've been feeling like something just isn't adding up or that someone close to you is holding back, this message may resonate strongly with you. To gain deeper insight into this energy, I'll be using the Serene Insights Love Messages deck. This deck is a powerful tool for connecting with the feelings and emotions that shape our relationships, and tonight's reading feels especially important for those navigating unclear or challenging dynamics. The first card I've pulled reveals a significant message. I haven't been completely honest with you, Divine Feminine. This statement carries a powerful emotional charge, suggesting that your person has been withholding something, not necessarily out of ill intent, but perhaps out of hesitation or fear. If you've recently noticed a shift in their behavior, maybe they've grown quieter, become less expressive, or seem distant, this card reflects that change. However, as I connect deeper with this energy, I don't sense malice or deception rooted in harm. Rather, it feels as though your person is carefully choosing what they reveal, and their guarded behavior seems tied to something they're processing internally. It's possible they're facing challenges outside of your relationship, stress, personal struggles, or responsibilities that they believe they must carry alone. Their decision to withhold information may be less about dishonesty and more about protecting you from their burden. While their intention may be rooted in care, this silence has likely created an unsettling gap between you, one that has left you feeling uncertain, confused, or even hurt. If your intuition has been quietly nudging you, whispering that something feels off, this reading is a confirmation that your feelings are valid. Your person knows they've been holding back, and it's likely because they're wrestling with something significant that weighs heavily on their mind. While their instinct may be to shield you, this avoidance may inadvertently be causing tension or anxiety within your connection. The key here is to approach this situation with patience and compassion. While it's natural to feel frustrated or even hurt by their secrecy, try to remember that their guardedness is likely a reflection of their love and desire to protect you, creating a safe space for open communication, one where they feel supported and heard, could help them feel more comfortable in sharing what's truly on their heart. Tonight's reading encourages you to trust your inner voice and lean into empathy. By approaching your person with warmth and understanding, you may find that they are more willing to open up, allowing your connection to deepen in meaningful ways. Remember, love thrives in honesty, vulnerability, and patience, and even the most confusing moments can become powerful opportunities for growth and healing. Thank you for being here and allowing me to share this message with you. Know that you are deeply loved and supported, and whatever challenges you may be facing, clarity and peace are on their way. Stay strong, stay open-hearted, and trust that love will guide you forward. The next card reveals a powerful message. My past is blocking my future. This profound statement highlights a significant emotional struggle your person may be facing, one that has been quietly but steadily influencing your connection. It suggests that unresolved issues from their past are creating obstacles, making it difficult for them to fully embrace the relationship you share. From what the reading suggests, your person seems to be navigating a transitional period, one that likely began around the time your relationship started gaining momentum. During this period, they may have believed they had moved on from past burdens, yet those lingering ties are now surfacing with unexpected force. These unresolved matters could involve a previous relationship, old emotional wounds, family pressures, or lingering regrets that continue to weigh heavily on their mind. Despite their intentions to move forward, these lingering ties seem to exert a powerful pull, holding them back in ways that have become increasingly noticeable. Your person appears to be making a genuine effort to address these issues. However, despite their best intentions, progress has been slow and uneven. They may find themselves caught in an emotional loop, taking steps forward only to be drawn back by external factors or unresolved emotions. This could involve difficult conversations they've been avoiding, commitments they haven't yet closed out, or even a sense of guilt or uncertainty they still carry. Whatever the cause, their struggle has begun to manifest as stagnation within your connection, creating a sense of emotional distance that neither of you may have intended. It seems your person is aware that you've noticed this shift, even if they haven't openly addressed it. They likely understand that their emotional preoccupation is creating tension between you two, yet they may feel reluctant to bring it up. This hesitation doesn't stem from a lack of trust or care. Rather, it may come from a desire to protect you. They could be viewing these issues as personal burdens, trivial matters they should resolve on their own, or complex struggles they feel embarrassed to discuss. This instinct to shield you is rooted in love and respect, yet, ironically, it may be creating an emotional gap that neither of you wants. Despite this challenging period, your person appears deeply committed to safeguarding your connection. Their actions, even if they seem distant at times, likely stem from a place of love and a sincere desire to keep their struggles from affecting you. They may believe that by handling things privately, they are sparing you from unnecessary stress. However, this silence may be leaving you feeling confused, uncertain, or even insecure about the future of your relationship. If this resonates with you and you've sensed a shift in your person's behavior, this reading encourages you to approach this situation with both patience and compassion. While your person may be working hard to protect you, they may also need gentle encouragement to feel safe enough to open up. Creating a space where they feel supported rather than pressured could help them trust that sharing their struggles will strengthen your bond rather than burden it. Consider expressing your observations in a calm and understanding manner. Let your person know that you're aware they may be facing some challenges and that you're willing to stand by them as they work through it. This reassurance can provide the emotional safety they need to lower their guard and allow you to be a source of comfort during this transitional period. Ultimately, clear communication, patience, and empathy may be the keys to overcoming this emotional hurdle together, allowing your connection to grow stronger and more resilient as a result. Your person has been doing everything they can to shield you from a situation they believe could negatively impact your relationship. Their primary intention is to protect you, ensuring that whatever challenges they are facing do not interfere with the connection you share. In their mind, safeguarding you from this burden seemed like the best way to preserve the harmony between you two. However, this decision led them to withhold certain details, not out of dishonesty, but out of concern for your well-being. They hope that by handling things quietly and independently, they could prevent you from feeling overwhelmed or anxious. Despite their efforts to manage this alone, they've likely realized that you've sensed something is off. Perhaps you've noticed subtle changes in their behavior. Maybe they've seemed distant, preoccupied, or less engaged than usual. You may have asked questions or expressed concern, and while they might have downplayed the situation, deep down they are aware that this shift has made you uneasy. They hate the idea of you feeling uncertain or worried, especially since their intention was to prevent exactly that. Before the situation emerged, things between you were going remarkably well. Your bond was strengthening, and the relationship seemed to be progressing in a positive direction. The connection felt effortless, and both of you were moving forward with growing trust and affection. Unfortunately, this unexpected challenge disrupted that momentum, leaving your person feeling stuck in a frustrating cycle. They find themselves torn between managing their personal concerns and maintaining the relationship you've both been building. Despite this internal struggle, their determination to resolve the issue is unwavering. They are actively working to close this chapter, not because they're prioritizing the problem over you, but because they know that overcoming it is essential to moving forward with you in a healthy and secure way. For some, this may have resulted in an unexpected pause in communication. Perhaps they pulled away, stopped reaching out, or even distanced themselves entirely. If you found yourself wondering why things seemed to halt so abruptly, this is likely the reason.
It's not because they've lost interest or because they're unsure about their feelings for you. Rather, they reached a point where they felt compelled to revisit old matters or unresolved issues that demanded their attention. They recognized that until those matters were properly addressed, they couldn't give you the presence and focus you deserve. In some cases, your person may have mentioned that they needed time or space to handle personal matters, while their explanation may have seemed vague or incomplete. Their intention was never to deceive you. Instead, they believed that sparing you the details would be the best way to protect your peace of mind. This wasn't about secrecy or avoidance. It was about ensuring that their past didn't overshadow the promising future they envisioned with you. They didn't want their struggles to cast a shadow over the happiness you've been building together. If you're currently experiencing a period of no contact, it's understandable to feel confused or uncertain. Perhaps you've questioned their sincerity, wondering if their explanation was genuine or just an excuse. Rest assured, their words were truthful. Their silence or temporary withdrawal is not a reflection of their feelings for you. It's a sign of their respect and consideration. They didn't want to burden you with something they see as less important than the connection you share. In their mind, handling this quietly was a way of preserving the relationship rather than risking it becoming strained by circumstances they believe they can resolve on their own. Ultimately, their actions are rooted in love and protection. While it may not have felt this way in the moment, their goal was always to secure a future where you both can thrive together without lingering complications. Once they've found resolution, they are determined to return with renewed focus and commitment. Their hope is that, when that time comes, you will see that their absence was not a sign of neglect. It was an act of dedication to building something lasting and meaningful with you. Right now, your person is feeling deeply torn between the weight of their past and the promise of their future. This inner conflict has been mentally and emotionally exhausting for them. For some time, they have been navigating a delicate balancing act, trying to manage these internal struggles while still holding on to hope for what lies ahead. This tension has placed a heavy strain on their spirit, leaving them feeling overwhelmed and uncertain. Yet, despite these challenges, they are growing increasingly determined to move forward in a meaningful way. They have likely attempted to communicate this emotional turmoil to you before. Perhaps they tried to explain their thoughts and feelings, only for you to doubt their sincerity. If you found their words difficult to believe at the time, know that their intentions were genuine. They weren't hiding the truth. They were simply caught in a web of emotions they struggled to untangle. Now, as clarity gradually emerges, they are more certain than ever about what they want. A fresh start, unburdened by the shadows of the past. This person is eager to embrace a clean slate, one where they can focus wholeheartedly on building a future with you. If they've spoken about this before, you may have dismissed their words because you sensed hesitation or uncertainty. However, their current mindset is different. They have spent considerable time reflecting, and they now recognize how crucial it is to rebuild trust and demonstrate their commitment. They know you may still harbor doubts, but they are willing to show you, through actions rather than just words, that their intentions are sincere. They are committed to proving that they are serious about creating something solid and lasting with you. If this resonates with you, you may recall that your connection once seemed strong and vibrant, only to slow down or feel distant over time. This shift in communication wasn't a reflection of their feelings toward you. Rather, it stemmed from their efforts to process and resolve their personal struggles. They withdrew, not because they cared less, but because they were trying to clear the clutter in their mind and life, all with the goal of protecting the bond you share. Recently, they have been immersed in a period of introspection, carefully considering what they truly want, particularly when it comes to relationships and their long-term future. They've been contemplating meaningful milestones, perhaps moving in together, building a family, or strengthening their emotional connection in tangible ways. These thoughts aren't fleeting. They stem from a genuine desire to create a life with you that is stable, loving, and fulfilling. They understand that for this vision to become reality, they must first make peace with unresolved elements from their past. While memories, past relationships, or lingering regrets may still whisper in the background, your person is actively working to sever those ties and create a future that reflects the life they want to build with you. They see you as a source of comfort, stability, and joy. A light that has helped them find clarity and direction. Your presence has introduced them to a kind of love that feels safe, warm, and grounding, and they are fiercely protective of that. They are determined not to allow negativity from their past to jeopardize what they have with you. Right now, your person is standing at a pivotal crossroads, and they are acutely aware of how their internal struggles might have affected you. Because they value your connection so deeply, they have made a conscious decision to address these issues head-on. They are focused on resolving anything that could pose a future threat to your relationship, ensuring that unresolved baggage will no longer weigh them down. This isn't something they're taking lightly. They're approaching this with careful thought, strategy, and intention. If they've seemed distant or emotionally unavailable lately, understand that their withdrawal isn't a sign of disengagement. Rather, they are channeling their energy into problem solving, which is often how masculine energy manifests in times of stress. Instead of verbalizing every step of their journey, they are choosing to quietly confront these obstacles in a way they believe is most effective. This isn't about hiding things from you. It's about protecting your bond and ensuring that when they return to you fully, they can do so with peace of mind and an open heart. Once they've cleared these hurdles, expect them to open up in ways they may not have been able to before. They want to share their journey, their insights, and their renewed vision for the future. Their silence now is not a rejection of you, but a reflection of their deep commitment to ensuring your relationship thrives without lingering shadows. They are investing this time and energy not just for themselves, but for you. Because you are the person they see in their future, and they're determined to build a life with you that is free from past regrets and filled with love, trust, and stability. Your connection with this person is undeniably deep, one that has grown stronger over time through shared experiences, trust, and unwavering love. The bond you share has become a safe haven, a place where they feel seen, understood, and accepted. You've been their anchor during turbulent times, a constant source of comfort and strength when they've felt lost or uncertain. Because of this, they hold you in the highest regard, knowing that your presence in their life is invaluable. Yet, despite the strength of your relationship, they now feel compelled to face certain challenges alone. This choice is not a reflection of doubt in your ability to support them, nor is it an indication that they are drifting away. Rather, it stems from a belief that some struggles must be faced independently in order to foster personal growth and resilience. By confronting these obstacles on their own, they hope to become stronger, not only for themselves, but for you as well. Their ultimate goal is to build a future together that is stable, fulfilling, and secure. And they believe that achieving this requires them to first resolve their inner battles without placing additional weight on your shoulders. This period of solitude and reflection is not an act of emotional withdrawal. Rather, it reflects their deep sense of responsibility and commitment to your relationship. They recognize how much you care, and they are profoundly grateful for your concern. While they may appear distant, their heart remains deeply connected to you. They are driven by a desire to create a future where they can offer you the peace and stability you deserve, and they believe that facing these challenges on their own is the best path to achieving that. Although they may not always express it, they miss you deeply. If you've sensed a recent emotional gap, it's not because their feelings have changed. On the contrary, their love for you remains constant, perhaps even stronger, because you are the very reason they are pushing themselves to grow. Your presence lingers in their thoughts, offering strength and comfort as they navigate this difficult journey. Whether it's the memory of your voice, the warmth of your embrace, or the simple reassurance of knowing you're there, you continue to be a powerful source of motivation for them. It's important to understand that their decision to withhold certain details about what they're facing is not meant to exclude or hurt you. Rather, it's a deliberate choice rooted in love, a way of protecting you from unnecessary worry until they feel ready to share their struggles from a place of clarity and resolution.
Their silence is not a signal of distrust or secrecy. Instead, it reflects their desire to bring you peace rather than burden you with uncertainty. In this challenging period, their love for you remains unwavering. They are committed to strengthening themselves so they can stand by your side as the best possible version of themselves, a partner who is capable of building a stable, joyful, and lasting future with you. Trust that their actions, even in silence, are guided by their enduring love and their dedication to the relationship you both hold so dear. During this challenging period, something quietly beautiful is unfolding, a heartfelt effort that speaks to the depth of love and connection they feel for you. Despite the burdens they've been carrying and the obstacles they've been facing, their heart has remained anchored in thoughts of you. Memories of your warmth, your laughter, and the joy you bring into their life have been a constant source of comfort. In the midst of their struggles, they've been quietly planning something meaningful, something that shows just how much you mean to them. Perhaps it's a thoughtful gift, carefully chosen to reflect your unique bond. It could be a heartfelt letter, each word infused with sincerity and love, written to remind you of the special place you hold in their heart. Or maybe it's an outing they've planned, a day designed not only to lift your spirits but to reignite the happiness you share. Whatever it may be, this effort is born from a place of deep care and a desire to restore the connection that means so much to them. While they may have seemed distant or preoccupied lately, this has never been out of neglect or indifference. Rather, they've been fighting battles of their own, working through challenges that demanded their focus. Yet even in those moments of distraction, thoughts of you remained close. They've held on to the vision of reconnecting with you, of creating a moment that rekindles the love you share and brings new energy to your bond. If you've sensed a feeling of excitement or quiet anticipation, it's not without reason. Their efforts are likely approaching completion, and soon they'll be ready to return to you, not just with words, but with meaningful actions. When they do, it will be with a heart that's lighter, a mind that's clearer, and a renewed dedication to nurturing your relationship. They'll want to share their thoughts and feelings openly, knowing that this moment marks a fresh chapter for both of you, one filled with positivity, closeness, and deeper understanding. Even in this time of separation or distance, their love has remained steadfast. They haven't just been thinking about you, they've been actively working to build something beautiful for your future together. When they finally come back to you, it will be with a profound sense of purpose, to celebrate the connection you share, to make you feel cherished, and to ensure that your relationship flourishes in a way that feels even stronger than before.